Alright. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
We shouldn't have a mistake this time. Okay, we want to scare
A bird
the
is hiding in
bird.
one of the trees. Its song is quite lovely.
We need to remember to always check that.
This bird is apprehensive. I mustn't get too
I
close.
blame you.
Otherwise, I run the
You have
risk of it
control of
flying
all
off and
that.
never returning.
I thought I
I'd like to know
admitted
which
it.
bird it is. I have to attract it.
The bird, Holmes. There it is.
This bird is apprehensive. I mustn't get too close. Otherwise, I run the risk of it flying off and never returning. I'd like to know which bird it is. I have to attract it.
And we have
This feather was dyed black.
We're gonna go the
The
opposite
famous
side.
White Tower.
And so now we need to go to the barracks.
So once you get past that, you already looked at all the stuff that was on the ground in the front area?
Yes. Well, I probably didn't look at the...
You should have gotten the feather,
I did get the feather. I don't think I looked at the...
the shillings.
Yeah, the food. I think that's the only thing I didn't look at.
Seed husks, it would appear. Lupin must have lured the ravens and then caught them one after the other.
Okay, and so now we can go to the...
Yeah, so head to the back, and if you go to the left, you'll see a lawn with 2 trees for the chapel and the houses. Yes. First walk to the brown door of the Waterloo Barracks, so the door between the towers.
The brown door. you said.
Yes.
Closed.
Ah, I was looking all over for you. Have you found anything that will put you on the trail of the missing ravens?
We are making progress. Tell me, what is behind this door?
It's the storeroom.
Do you have the key for this door?
I can open it, but you won't get far. A grill is blocking the entrance, and Pitt, our cook, thought it would be a good idea to put on a combination lock.
Can you find the cook?
It's just that tonight is his night off. He could be in one of countless pubs in London, and he won't be back until tomorrow, just in time to prepare our tea.
That's unfortunate.
Well,
Do
why
you
don't
have
we
the
figure out
code
what
for
the
the
code
lock?
is?
No, having nothing to do in this area, I do not know the code.
Obviously, no chance.
White, I seem to remember that the code to open the lock has something to do with one of his ancestors. Listen, I can give you the key to his apartment. It's just to the right of the storeroom. If you find something, it will save time. I'll explain it when he gets back.
I thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Smith. I will return everything to its proper place.
Yes, just give us the key. We'll figure it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice faience plate.
Nice fancy dishware.
This may prove to be useful.
Oh, there.
A
Someone
few
made
drops
this.
of red wax. They are from the jars of tomatoes.
Look, Holmes, jars of tomatoes from Italy. They must be delicious.
Why did it sound like it was so ominous?
I know. It's like there's tomatoes.
It sounded
Few
like
drops
something
of
was
red
completely
wax.
wrong.
They are from the jars of tomatoes.
And then the music goes back to being this like
All of
happy.
these products are stamped with the royal coat of arms.
Yes,
All of
everything
these products
has
are stamped with the royal
arms on
coat
it.
of arms.
Anything else? Oop, there's some.
Sunflower seeds. They are a delicacy to certain birds.
Well, we
All
got
of
that.
these products are stamped with the royal coat of arms.
Then
All
now
of
we
these
can
products are stamped with the
lure
royal
them
coat of
out.
arms.
And
Closed. This door is locked, and unlike
Holy.
Lupin, I am not a master lockpick.
oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have to get in here for what reason again?
I don't remember.
Okay, what was the next door we can get into? Was it the barracks on the right?
So from what I could see, it looks like there's like a little castle area that you should be able to look at.
But in the
with,
lodging
barracks.
area.
Closed.
Ooh, shoot.
Okay, I guess I don't have a reason to go in here yet.
Yeah.
You said something about a castle?
Yeah, so if where is that? Let me go back. Because they kind of make you do a whole walk round. First walk to the Brandos of Waterloo Barracks, so the door between the two towers. Let's see.
Ooh, I found the dormitory. Why don't we look in here? There's nothing in here. Looks like they're playing a game of cards. Reading a book. Ooh, here's a book. Bluebird of Paradise. These fowls are from Oceania, use a unique technique in order to attract female during the Enora season. Is there anything about food? Oh, it gives us 2 different foods.
So, excuse me.
This may prove to be useful.
Well, we got at least a book about songbirds.
Look at your map real quick. I want to see what areas it says we've
Interesting.
discovered
A
so
camera
far.
with a magnesium flash.
A sock that was left behind. What scandal! One of the guards deserves a punishment.
We have more important things to deal with, Watson.
Watson is so stupid. Who cares? It's just a sock.
We'll just leave you in here. You can stay behind. Don't think we need anything over here. You said you wanted to look at the map?
Yeah, I wanted to see where you've been so far.
So we have, like, just these, like, first 4 areas, so we're probably needing to go back behind it.
Yeah, we need to go behind the one building that's in the center, and then we need to go up above.
Nope, I can't get in there.
Yep, that's where the one area is, the hospital.
Yes.
There should be something over there for you to look at.
Somewhere. Can't get in here. Do you know what I'm supposed to be looking at?
I think it's just getting, like, map locations. So you
That-
can...
Oh, it's blocked off. I'm like, am I supposed to go up there? Nothing over
Now
here.
we're going to the other side of the complex. On the map, chapel. You're at the Roman wall.
Okay, I got another point location. Nope, can't get in that.
Bird 1 and Bird 2, like Tower Bird 1.
I think I'm pretty much wrapping myself back
Mhm,
around to the
you
front.
are. So I'm trying to see what we're supposed to do.
What about going into the tower?
I don't think we go in just yet. Okay. It says, bottom right of the map is the entrance to the gate, which is the Byway Tower. Now we're going to the other side of the complex.
I
on the
already
map,
went
so
to, I
which-
think, all the areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. So from the other side of that, okay. Go to the Roman. You're at the Roman wall, correct?
I am now.
Okay.
You're very creepy.
You're again in front of a large brown door and look at the front of the white tower. Turn right, you'll now see the building and lawns on the left side of the tower. You'll see the chapel, the red house, gray house, blah. Okay, this is the one part of the walkthrough that always confuses me.
Aren't we supposed to be, like, just going and trying to collect the bird?
That's what I thought. I don't know if this is telling us on how to find the birds or what.
Well, I only know where 2 of the birds are, and we're supposed to have 5 or 6. Yeah, the one in the tree over here, and we have the one over on the building right here.
Do you remember where the bushes are? In that one area? Because I guess we're supposed to identify the bird that's in the bushes. No.
I hear a bird, Holmes.
You are right,
Go
Watson.
to the
Come,
scaffold
we'll have to climb to
side.
the wall walk.
Which should be an option on your map.
Hospital, Queen's Tower, storeroom, Waterloo. Is that near the hospital block?
It might be.
Watson, you're a little too close for comfort.
I think this is right in the area with the big parkway.
Parkway. Oh. It's over here, then. Because here's the greenery.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any shrubs, though. Oh, the shrub over here.
You remember that now?
Do you hear it, Holmes?
A strange call, like a series of cracks alternating with smooth notes. The cries seem to be coming from the shrubs.
Yeah, and they just happen to place a light
Do you
right
hear
in
it,
front of the
Holmes?
stairs.
A strange call, like a series of cracks alternating with smooth notes. The cries seem to be coming from the shrubs.
Says it's impossible to look in
Evening,
the bushes
governors.
because they're too close
You the
together.
investigator Chief told us about? He told me to go round and spot you, but see, I was at a shag, and with it being a shilling a pack and all, there was no reason to inform Scotland Yard.
What happened to your pack of tobacco?
Heading back to the barracks, it fell down, didn't it? I shone me lantern down on it, and this black thing swooped out the shrubs and nicked it. Since then, it won't stop its chattering.
Fancy that. What did the pack look like?
Oh, 'twas a bright blue pack, an anchor on the front too. I won't be giving you a reward for its return though, eh? Just so's we're clear.
I don't expect to find it, my friend. Good night.
That's that then. Good night.
Yeah, we don't really care.
Okay,
We're
once
just
he
going
disappears,
to-
turn back to the bushes. So behind the bushes hangs a large English flag. If you go to the English flag...
What singular tracks these
Okay, you did
are?
look
I'd
up
like
the
to know
prints.
which bird it is. I have to attract it.
Does that tell you anything, Holmes?
So I can try to attract that bird.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 birds. What
So
do I
in
need to do?
between one of the houses. You already did the storeroom to a certain extent. Did you?
Yeah, I went in.
Was it in this?
Yes. Because it's like right here. I did that. I went in there. I have the 7 lock code that I had to get.
Click it, just in case.
I did, and it popped up 7 codes that I just need to enter in. But I
Closed.
can't do
This
it
door is
because
locked,
it's
and
locked.
unlike Lupin,
I couldn't
I'm
remember
not a
because we
master
had to go back
lockpick.
a little. And I forgot.
You had to go back.
Alright, go to the barracks that are just on the other side.
What do you mean the other side? Like on the other in the other door?
Go to the living quarters, the door. That's right next to the storeroom for the cook.
Okay. I already found everything and I found the book.
Wrong area. The cook is next to the storeroom.
I have the
Closed.
cloakroom, but that was it. The private lodgings?
Mm-hmm.
The door was locked. I couldn't get in.
Closed.
You should have the cook.
I have the... Oh, there's the key.
Yeah, I was about to say you should
I didn't have the
his
key. I don't think I had the key yet. Thursday, ham omelet, radish and pudding, bacon, tomato pie, a new recipe that I hope they will like, and rum cake, baked potato, braised duck, and blueberry pie. You have both letters. The left letter is from his grandmother, Miss McAdams, her 2 children, Mr. McAdams, Mrs. Pitt, and her 4 grandchildren.
McAdams family. I've seen that name somewhere.
And then the letter.
Mm-hmm.
My dearest darling, it's been a long time since I've written with news, but I've been very tired for the last while and I haven't had the energy to get up even just to jot a note. And you know how Mary writes. I didn't dare ask her to take my dictation as it would take me 3 days to correct her errors. I'd end up spending my pension on blotting paper. She is just the same, a sweet girl and not a thief like the one before. I'm happy to hear how work is going for you. The whole family is bursting with pride that one of our family is in the service of the Queen, our poor widow of Windsor. I was speaking of the other day with Mrs. Nesbit, whose son didn't rise above raising pigs. The old lady thinks of nothing but him and his trade, and it always trying to convince me to buy some ham, lard, and whatever have yous whenever she visits. I said to her, you listen, Miss Nesbit, if you're just here to nauseate me with these greasy references to your son's sad toiling, you might as well stay home. She reeks of manure almost as much as the pigs themselves, but no, she is proud to raise pigs, even though her grandfather was the Duke himself, master of the hunt. Talk about a social climb. Ha! Not like you, my dear, when I think of you as cook in the Tower of London, with regal chambers to be sure. When years ago our family had their feet in chains, there they were, stood up all night and all day waiting at the postern. You told me that you had found a trace of your ancestor's arrival, as well as the precise date that he was standing there so many years ago. As it's good of you to honor his memory and forgive him no matter what his faults were. It thanks to him that we have gotten through the trials of time. Take care of yourself, your loving grand Nudra.
This letter is very interesting. It's a shame the envelope is missing.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
I don't think there was either. Go back to the entrance, and you'll look at the things that were on the wall.
Oh, at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I might just fast travel there. How do I even get out?
I was about to say, just
There we
use the map.
And we want... we have Mick Adams 218-1632, I think it says?
Yeah,
So
that's correct. So zoom
probably
in on
the-
that.
So that's probably the number we need.
Mm-hmm.
Closed.
For the storeroom,
This door
did
is
you
locked, and
notice
unlike
anything on the
Lupin,
floor?
I am not a master lockpick.
No, I did not. Do I need to?
Yes, go look at that.
There is nothing. Oh,
No,
it's
it's
Two
that.
drops of red wax. They're
It's at
from
the
the jars
beginning.
of tomatoes.
At the door front.
This may prove to be useful.
You could have told me while I was there, but no, I didn't see anything on the ground.
Not there. I was saying the storefront door.
I asked you that and you said no. It won't let me.
Hold on. The most recent
Measure from
footprints on the
top down.
ground correspond exactly with those that I found in the National Gallery, in the soil from the pot. Those of Lupin.
It will not let me measure.
Measure from the top down.
I did both.
Well, you keep going past where it's supposed to end, so...
These footprints are size 9.
There you go.
It just didn't want me to do it.
Closed. This door is locked, and unlike Lupin, I am not a master lockpick.
So what was it? 8? What was the date?
It is... 2-1.
8-1. 1, 8, 1.
6-3-2.
There's nothing really in here, it's just a bunch of meat.
You should be able to look at some things in there.
This chicken was painted black. It seems to have some paper in its entrails. The message written on this paper is illegible.
It seems so simple, Holmes.
So they took a chicken and painted it black. So what do we do with this illegible note?
Let's see. So
It's like we looked through
you
all
already got the
that.
bird book. Now we get to go to the Waterloo Barracks.
I already did that.
And you went up the stairs?
Oh, those, no. That's not the barracks.
That's where it said to head towards.
Because that's up in the tower, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of the locked doors, isn't it? Because I
It might
think
be.
it
It's
is.
you'll have to go up the stairs.
Because I went up
Oh,
here.
not there. So you'll have to head down that one little area.
That's the weapons room.
Yes.
That you said the barracks.
It says go back to the Waterloo Barracks via the map.
Okay, so I'm here and I need to go which way?
There should be like a little walkway that heads down towards I don't know where this area is.
The way I was going.
Yeah.
Because I was on this path. And so we go down all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the weapons room. Nope.
Just look around at some
This
things in
collection
there.
of weapons is impressive. This collection of weapons is impressive. If I want to attract a bird with this call, I must know which bird to call. It could be that none of the calls will correspond.
Do you have a idea of which one we would want?
No. So come back to that. There should be like a box on
This
one of the
part
tables
is dedicated to
near
medieval hunting.
the knight outfit. Suit of armor.
A box of munitions, empty.
What the devil are you up to, Holmes?
Dangerous things, Watson. Don't question us.
Magnificent articulated armor. All of the pieces are detachable, even the
There should be
grooves.
a nautical chart and telescope on a
This
barrel
space is dedicated
table.
to the
Yep.
Navy. This may prove to
Telescope.
be useful. This net has a large mesh. We'll find out later if it'll prove to be useful.
Look at the coat of arms and then grab coals from the fireplace.
Coal. This may prove to be useful.
Okay, and so are we ready to hunt the birds? Well, more collect.
Okay, get your hands on these bird whistles. Okay.
Do we actually get one of the whistles?
So there are 8 bird whistles. Number the bird whistle from top. Okay, take bird
This
whistle 1.
part is dedicated to medieval hunting.
So the female wood partridge from Scandinavia.
Sardinia.
Sardinia?
Mm-hmm.
I really can't read today.
You know that bird 1 is in the tree behind the white tower. Bird 2, the blue parasite bird, is in the bushes. And the paradise bird loves blue stuff. You read that you read that in the red bird book. Okay, let's just go get the first bird.
Where is the first bird? In the
So,
tree?
in the tree. And you can use the telescope to look.
This bird is black like a raven, but its morphology is completely different. What type of bird is it then?
So... we would want to use this.
It's definitely a partridge. Catch it now. The message written on this paper is illegible.
Okay, we have one.
Yep.
And are we on to the one that stole the tobacco?
Yep. Go back to the barracks. Go steal the sock.
A sock.
Yes.
Sock.
Yep.
My brain, it can't process the logic behind that. Does it like blue things?
A dirty sock. Rather unsavory.
That's why
A
it
sock
stole
that was left behind.
the pack of
What
tobacco.
scandal! One of the guards deserves a punishment.
We have more important things to deal with, Watson.
Watson, your priorities are not
I guess one of the
aligned.
other things you could have done was go to the storeroom and take a blue plate.
But that would break the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to break the perfectly
You hear
fine
it, Holmes?
china.
A strange call, like a series of cracks alternating with smooth notes. The
The
cries seem to be
sock can
coming
at
from the
least be
shrubs.
mended if it popped a hole.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have enough items to attract this bird.
Okay, you
Will
need to go
you
get the
ever
plate.
explain it to me, Holmes?
If you had read the reference work on birds carefully, you would know that we are dealing with a blue bird of paradise, my dear Watson.
It seems so simple, Holmes.
So you need 3
Nice
items.
faience plate.
What the
To get that
devil are
bird
you
to
up
come
to,
out.
Holmes?
Well, what's the third item?
You have the ammo box, the sock, and the plate.
Oh. I would not have thought of the ammo box.
I guess it's a error because you should only need one of them.
No,
But you
I
have
don't
to
have
put
enough
all
items to
3
attract
down.
this bird.
You see the bird?
I do.
Go get it.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was going to be a video. I'm like, oh, it's a video.
I need something.
Let's sack it.
The message written on this paper is illegible.
Well done, Holmes.
And we just leave that stuff there. Okay, and this is last bird is the one that makes the one chirping noise,
Yep.
huh?
So bird 3 is on the top of the tower. The one that was constantly chirping at us.
I hear a bird, Holmes.
You are right, Watson. Come, we'll have to climb to the wall walk.
Okay, that goes down. We want to go up. We'll go down later.
Closed. I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said. I must find a way to approach it.
Okay. So,
Do I
you
use
clicked
the
open
seats?
on that door?
Oh, I didn't go down.
Yeah, so go down and start the progress for that door.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking.
I don't want to. We're just gonna go all the way down then. Oh, I need to go one more.
Do you hear it, Holmes?
I hear a strange screech behind this door, but the sound is weak. This door is securely closed. Perhaps Smith could open it. Watson, could you fetch him?
Understood, Holmes. There, look, it's here. We can hear a strange noise from behind this door, but it's locked.
Ah, this door.
Please open it
Can
for
you
us.
open
We
it?
need to get in.
Certainly. To be honest, I was scared you'd bring me here. It's one of the oldest rooms in the fortress. Possibly dates back to before the official construction, because, as you know, Roman ruins were originally on this spot. It's a sinister spot in which we made some gruesome discoveries. We would have preferred to condemn it. The men were scared half to death.
Gruesome discoveries?
There's a set of bones in the corner. It's not that spooky.
Mhm.
You could have had them cleaned up and it would have been fine.
These bones are centuries old.
It's not like it's... Well, the smell in here could have been bad.
True.
These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated. It appears to be Latin, Watson. The inscription is almost completely worn off. Hanging above is a shield that we can't identify. These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated. These
I think
heraldic shields
it
are
says
almost...
the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I see
Look
this
at the
like
dragon
brown
plate. It says it should be completely in Latin.
Yes, I read it.
Okay, good. You can take the coal and use it on the inscription.
The coal.
It's hardly more visible, and it will take me hours to translate them as they are so foreign to me.
Wait, I think I've already seen that coat of arms on one of our antique shields in the arms room. I seem to recall that Brigadier Metcalf explained the symbolism of these arms. If you show it to him, I'm sure he could share that information with you. He's either doing his rounds, or you'll find him in the dormitory.
I'll take care of it, Watson. Stay here and see if you can make anything out of the Latin inscription.
You're too kind, Holmes. Go on, then.
Goodbye, Watson.
Now go back to the weapons room. You should have a fast travel there.
Weapons room. There we go. And so we needed to find the coat of arms, correct?
Yep, just across from you.
Is it one of these, or am I looking on the wrong?
That one.
This shield resembles
Okay.
that of the crypt. It appears quite old.
And so just bring it back?
Yes, if you go to the Queen's house, there should be someone standing guard out there, near the dormitories.
Who goes there?
Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, are you Brigadier Metcalf?
That's me. What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
You have the blue shield selected?
Oh, I didn't have it selected. Why is he talking?
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
I've been informed that you know the origin of the coat of arms on this heraldic shield.
Indeed. I'm no expert on the subject, but I do dabble in the Middle Ages. In short, I know that it's the coat of arms of the Round Table.
Thank you.
Think nothing of it. Back to my rounds.
So go back to the dungeon and go talk to Watson.
Oh, I want this lower one.
It appears that the coat of arms is that of the Round Table. Strange, don't you think? No doubt the coats of arms on either side are those of knights or other heroes from Camelot. My intuition suggests that the Latin inscription is connected. Mr. Smith, would you have a book on King Arthur, Camelot, or the Round Table around here?
No, I'm sorry. And there's no chance that any member of the staff would have one in their own possession.
Watson, you must return to Baker Street and find Barnes, the bookseller. He usually works late, sometimes throughout the night it seems, ever since we brought him back that book from New Orleans. If he isn't there, find him somehow and ask him to open his store. A reference work that can help us will certainly be found there. As for me, I'll stay here to decipher this cryptic inscription.
As you wish, Holmes.
One of the guards can take you in a cart, Dr. Watson.
Very good, Mr. Smith. You take care of that, then return to see me. I will most assuredly need your knowledge of the place.
And now we're Watson again. And it's nighttime.
It's most assuredly closed. How will I find Barnes? I thought he lived above his shop. Perhaps if I called out, Barnes? Barnes! Barnes! Barnes!
Hey, are you thick? You'll end up spending the night in a cell if you keep this up. Such a racket at this hour. Hey, I recognise you. You're the detective's dog's body. I guess that with that coin I gave you, you bought yourself a keg of beer.
Listen, young man, I am not a servant, I am a doctor. And the reason I am shouting at the top of my lungs is not because I am under the effects of alcohol, but because it is required by an affair the importance of which a mere pencil pusher such as yourself could not possibly begin to fathom.
I'll beg of you, keep quiet, your lordship. I was merely trying to help your lordship avoid a disagreement with the police force. It is rather curious that a person of such standing as your lordship is howling in the middle of the night in order to hunt down a second-rate bookseller.
Yes, I see. Well, since
why
you
are you
seem to
making
know
assumptions
everything,
on why he
doesn't Barnes
would
the
do
bookseller
this?
live up there, on top of his shop?
Would his lordship pardon me, but I'm a journalist, not a good Samaritan. You see, I sell my information, and you haven't named a price yet.
I have a few coins. Is it?
I don't need your coppers, Doctor. Whatever is inside there isn't worth a yawn. But we could come to an arrangement if you give me your word as a gentleman that you'll help me out someday.
Anything you wish. Well, within reasonable limit, of course.
Ah, it won't be anything difficult. All I want is to get a good scoop. Got it?
I'll do what I can, but discretion is vital.
I will be discretion itself. Listen,
Watson,
your
you're
friend
walking
Barnes
into a trap.
had problems with his landlady recently. She
This
claims
is
he's been
not
doing
how
some
you do good
strange
deals.
experiments.
This is going to bite
He
you.
screams during the night.
You know
There's all
what?
kinds
Yep.
of strange odours.
Not gonna end
In
well.
short, 2 days ago, he had to move to a room at the Golden Lion.
In that hideous dive?
That's the place. He's there every night anyway.
But the Golden Lion must be closed at this hour.
Officially, yes. But you'll see,
We're closed.
go on, Doc. No doubt you'll find your man inside. Until next time, Doctor. And don't forget your promise.
Well, how are we gonna get in? Let's see. You don't look
Pardon
like a
me,
captain.
I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
Scram, you drunkard.
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
That don't interest me, mister. Here, I serve drinks and you drink 'em, that's all. When you start looking, you end up finding trouble here. So, what'll it be?
Excuse me, sir.
Shh, keep it down, mate. You'll blow me cover.
You're what?
Me cover, you deaf or how?
But why a cover?
Because I'm a bobby, on the lowdown. Hush hush and all that.
You don't say.
It's a fact. I know everything about everyone, I do.
I would assume that a professional of the police force such as yourself must know where to find Barnes. You know, the bookseller on Glentworth Street.
Look behind the door at the back, near the bar.
I'll take my leave then.
Fine, but shh.
That's one way to get information.
Hey, you there.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you're going?
I want back there.
Battered? You rat!
Yikes.
Here, take my handkerchief, miss.
Thank ye, sire. You are a real gentleman, don't you know? And handsome too, what with your glad rags and all, so swanky. I've got a few nice threads myself. Perhaps we could get a little drink and I could show you my room.
No, thank you.
I don't please you? I'm too skinny? That's it, isn't it?
No, not at all.
The awkwardness
Well,
of
somewhat.
rejecting
But that
this.
isn't the problem.
You know.
I'm looking for a friend, and I was told that he was behind the door at the back, but the barkeep won't let me through.
You need someone to vouch for you to get in there.
What's wrong? Is something the matter?
Listen, love, you been swell, but I'm out of brass to buy my fix. So either you help me pay my debt with Luigi, and I get you through that door, or you get out of my way. Got it?
Poor child, she's a ghost. If Holmes could see her, he'd understand the horror of his vice. Let me think. Perhaps I could find something at our lodgings to alleviate the child's suffering and make her open the door. I'll leave you now,
So
miss.
now we have to go find something at home. What would we use other than money? That's all we
don't
would
know.
Well, what's something?
It's a coal bucket in which Holmes stores his cigars. What a strange idea.
Okay, not that.
My eccentric companion keeps his shag tobacco in the toe of this Persian slipper. Holmes's makeup and accessories. With the help of this, his disguises are very impressive. Hinayana, the oldest Buddhist school, Ceylon. Holmes has some strange bedside reading. A Scandal in Bohemia, Holmes's very first adventure. But why is he keeping this journal? Holmes is not the type to archive his past adventures.
Well, there's a reason.
Oh, the photo of Irene Adler. I'm not surprised that Holmes kept it. To him, she is the only woman. He perceives her as being so superior to the rest of her sex that he can't even speak her name. Could he have felt something close to love for her? Who knows? Ah, Holmes's Order of the Legion of Honor. I wonder why he doesn't display it on the wall.
There has to be something in here.
Holmes's sidearm.
I don't think we want to sell that.
To think that this statue saved Holmes's life during the adventure of the empty house.
Okay, I'm missing something.
You're supposed to get Sherlock's medication
Where's his medication?
in his bedpost.
His bedpost?
Top right.
He must have noticed that I was diluting his hidden vials and wanted to prevent me from doing so. It's the one time in my life that I have proven to be stronger than my friend Holmes. Alas, I cannot boast about it to him, for who knows what his reaction might be.
Yeah, and he's going to be mad about this one.
Oh yeah, he'll get over it.
It was in this statue that we found the famous Black Pearl of the Borgias. Treaty on Cornish, the
Now you
Celtic
can
language
fast
of the
travel to the
Cornish
pub.
people.
Yeah, I was just looking around. Alright. Here's your fix.
Coming up, love.
I'll leave you
Oh, I
now,
had to
miss.
hold it, huh? Mm-hmm.
up, love? Did your fine gent find something hidden under his mattress then?
No, but I have something in this vial that will prevent you from suffering tonight. And here's my card. My name is Dr. Watson. You must promise to visit me at my office next Monday. Together, we can find a solution to your problem, dear child. First, however, I must pass through this door.
Say, Eddie, this gent is one of my pals. One of the guys will pledge for him. He's in the mood for a bit of fun. Let him through, will ya?
I'll leave you now, miss.
And what's behind the doors?
Poor Barnes and his addiction.
Turtle racing.
His gambling addiction, basically.
Let's go, Ginger! Go, go!
Go, Tracy.
Barnes!
Dr. Watson, what are you doing here?
I've been looking for you, Barnes. You must open your shop for me.
Out of the question, Doctor. I've bet all of my money and then some on this turtle. And if I leave the table right now, who knows if someone won't try to cheat me? Go, Ginger!
But why are you gambling to begin with? It's not like you at all.
Go, Ginger! I needed a large sum of money for my new experiments. I heard about this place and I almost lost everything on the dogfight. But the turtles stayed true and I'll win it back. Go, Ginger, go! Oh, no!
Come on, Barnes, time to pay up.
It's just that, you see, I'm broke, Dr. Watson. Could you loan me some money?
Fine. How much does he owe you?
£81 and sixpence.
How much?
I'll pay you back, Dr. Watson, in a few weeks. Or a few months.
In a few years. I don't have the money presently, but I would be happy to sign a promissory note.
Tough luck. I want cash. Find me some, or your little friend will never see the light of day again.
Please, Doctor, I beg you.
So, Doctor, have you finally found your friend? What's going on? It would seem that I've found some news.
This poor sod is in it for £80. I've given him credit for a week now. I want my dough.
But this gentleman is Dr. Watson. He's well known throughout the area. He should be able to guarantee...
Not bloody likely. Cash or nothing doing.
If I understood properly, Doctor, you must take Barnes from here to save his life as well as solve your own problem?
Exactly. But it seems that may not be advisable.
Say, mister, can I speak to you in private?
Can do.
I do not trust him.
Got it.
No.
At all.
Doc, it could be that I'd be happy with, I don't know, some jewellery, for example, some nice trinkets, a trophy or a medal.
Dr. Watson will certainly find something appropriate. Not to worry. I'll wait for you here, Doctor, to ensure that nothing happens to your friend Barnes.
I'll do my best. You, Barnes, deserve to be left at the mercy of these rogues. Where will I find something to give to these rogues?
Let's go steal Sherlock's
Badge.
medal, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it.
Yes, the only solution is to search our lodgings for something to pay the thugs from the Golden Lion with.
Sherlock will not be happy about this.
The
Or he
Order
won't
of the
notice.
Legion of Honor bestowed upon her.
Whoopsies. I did not mean to skip that. Oh well. I think it was the repeat of what was said earlier.
Possibly.
But yeah, this is why you don't gamble.
No.
Because then you have to give away your possessions to pay off
So,
debt.
Doc, did you find the miracle drug that'll stop your patient from dying?
Enough, you rascal. I'll return tomorrow to buy it back.
Plus interest, you hear?
Thank you, Doctor. 1,000 thanks.
You're a good guy, Doctor. A real saviour.
Now, Barnes, you must open your shop without
I
further
don't
delay.
like the journalist.
I
No.
don't know how to thank you, Doctor. How
Something
can I
seems
help you?
fishy with him.
Tell me what you need, and I'll have it for you within the hour.
I need the most in-depth reference work you have on the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur, with heraldic illustrations if possible.
Certainly. I think I have something somewhere. It's very rare, but I don't recall exactly where it is.
Well, let's look for it together.
Oh, I changed it. Not on this. Oh, here it is. So we have Sir Lancelot, Sir Balin, Bedvil, Orstiganus. I think it's that one.
Here, chivalry and spiritualism. Can we turn the round table? This is it, am I right?
Ah, yes, that's the one. A very rare and thorough book.
I'll take it. You can deduct it from the amount that you still owe me, Barnes. I must be off, and...
Wait, Dr. Watson. I just wanted to say before you left. Wait, where did I put it? There. A moment, please. The book in which you're interested is an extremely rare edition. My records show that its price is 98 quid 9p. It's a beautiful book. Quite rare, that.
It's your good luck that I'm in a hurry, Barnes. Otherwise I'd stuff this book down your throat, all £98 and 9p worth.
I've never seen Watson so violent. We're leaving. I'm so proud of him. Now you can go back to London. And the tower.
There you are at last, Watson. You took your time. Do you have what I asked for?
It wasn't without difficulty, but here is a book that will help us.
A worthless book written by an unreliable author. Obviously a remnant that Barnes couldn't sell and presented to you free of charge. You need to be charitable on occasion, Watson. That little bookstore could have used a few of your farthings.
If you say so, Holmes.
Fine. This should do
we
the
paid
trick. While you were dallying,
9p for it or
I was
something?
able to translate this inscription.
Because it was
we
paid a good chunk
and
for
this
it.
is the transcription.
Alright. The first morning star was seen by Mark. Barr scrupulously sharpened his gaze. Or what is that? Gavel? I can't read this cursive very well. He waited for Percival in his crow's beak. Okay, I'm... Basically, I think it's
The
order.
song mentions specific pearl weapons. Watson, stay here to ensure that the creature behind the wall doesn't escape.
Where are you going now, Holmes?
To find the solution to open this door.
Because we need to go and get the staffs. Go to the tower weapon room again. And you'll talk with one of Chief Smith's men in the armory.
You must be Sherlock Holmes, am I right? The chief told me to help you. What can I do?
Can you help me to identify certain weapons that are found here?
No problem. That's easy. Show them to me, and I'll tell you what they are.
We want the staffs, correct? First you will grab the Morning Star and the glaive. Oh.
A Morning Star, a club-like weapon, quite popular with the
You
English
can
army.
only take 2 at a time, so this is the part where we'll be using fast travel.
Come, Mr. Holmes, that, quite simply, is a sword.
Was it
sword
the sword?
back. Put the sword back.
Okay, what
So
do I need?
go grab one of the spears. It is the 8th spear on the right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the farthest one.
These days, we call this a spear. During the Middle Ages, it was called a glaive.
Okay.
And now you can go back to
the dungeon. And so I need to put these in the correct order.
The screeches are coming from this crack and seem to echo. Without a doubt, there is a room behind this wall, but there is no visible entrance.
The corner of this stone was a bit broken, and we tried to enlarge it with a pick. However, the stone is too hard, and having seen what was underground, we didn't want to pursue the endeavour. Who knows what is hidden behind the wall?
Morning
So-
Star is in 6, and the Spear is in 2.
So the final spot.
I need something.
Oh. This, so Morning Star. And then which one was the other one?
2.
Okay, and so I need to go back.
Go back to the Spears, and you will get Spear 7 and Spear 6.
This hook is a bec de Corbin, or crow's beak as it's sometimes called. It was complemented by a hammer or spike. A partisan,
Oh,
a
I
hasta.
grabbed the wrong one. I want to keep the crow's beak. I don't want this one.
It's a bardiche, a type of poleaxe without hooks. A large axe, really.
And what orders do this go in?
Crow's beak is in 3, and the
I need something.
Bardici, I think it's pronounced, is in Spear or Shield 1.
And we just need the last 2.
Yep. So you will take Spear 5 and the sword.
A partisan, a hasta.
The spear will go to Shield 4, and the sword is in 5.
I need something.
So we got the sword and
Elementary.
Well done, Holmes.
oh, bats.
Perfect.
Look, it's a bat, Holmes.
Indeed, Watson, it is scared of our light, as many members of its species are. It will be very hard to attract it and even harder to capture it. If only we could disorient it. Perhaps by pointing a beam to flash a bright light at it. Listen, stay here and prevent it from escaping while I go look.
So what do I need to do?
So, Watson screams at a bat flying around. Go to the Queen's house and into the dormitories. This poor thing. We have to flash it.
And there's something in here that would
A
help?
camera.
Oh, the camera.
This instrument will give me a strong, bright light. Watch out! Protect your eyes!
The poor thing.
That poor
You
thing.
got it, Holmes. And as a bonus, you got a nice photograph also.
Batman.
They had to put that joke in. I love that.
What do you suggest I do with a photograph of a bat, Watson?
Give it to Sergeant Wayne. It's his camera.
The animal is holding a small piece of paper between its paws. The message written on this paper is illegible.
Oh no.
There's nothing in here, is there? No, it doesn't look like there is.
No, I got
Nothing in there? No, there's nothing.
You have to walk all the way around.
Yep. Do not block me in. Okay, so now what do we go and do? Are we able to
We
go
get to go to the bird at the top. So you will take the sunflower seeds and give it to the bird to get the 5th note.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking.
It's like we can put the seeds on the ground, don't we?
No, you click the seeds in your inventory on the bird, and then it'll fly down.
What's my name? What's my name?
That's a
What's
parrot.
my name? What's my name?
He keeps asking what his name is. This bird seems to be remarkably well trained. How can I find your name?
Beautiful but impish. You search for her name. Long ago, on you she played a trick. Or was it your heart that she did the same.
It is going to be Irene Adler. IRENEADLER.
Elementary. The message written on this paper is illegible.
Well done, Holmes.
Now, what do we do with all these pieces of
We are
paper?
What shall we do,
You know
Holmes?
who Irene Adler
Stay
is?
up, Watson, and wait.
Yes,
wait
the
for
letter
the dawn
that-
and
or
the
the
first
picture
signs
that
of
we
life
picked
from the
up.
bird.
Yep.
All right.
Watson,
So-
Watson, I hear a bird's call. It would appear that our prayers were answered.
I may have gotten it.
Yep, I was about
Duh.
to say you should be in during the day.
The bird,
You can look at-
Holmes. There it is.
I had to skip the
A
video
bird,
because
yes,
I was stuck
but
in the
which one?
inventory
We must
screen.
identify
Oh,
it,
no.
Watson.
Whoops.
The bird, Holmes. There it is.
A bird, yes, but which one? We must identify
Oh,
it,
I need to
Watson.
look at it. Yeah, because I opened it and it did the cutscene.
Incredible. Based on this bird book, it is a Lemergier. I have heard about them, but I have never seen one with my own eyes.
Since you never leave our lodgings, I'm surprised that you've even heard talk of them. Now what?
Lemergier, Watson. If only it was Greek and had a great big turtle.
What?
A turtle, Watson. Have you never heard of Aeschylus the philosopher?
I must still be sleeping. This is all a dream. Maybe the whole thing has been a dream. It must be the side effects of the nightmare I was having. Any moment, Mrs. Hudson will...
Watson,
That won't
get a
happen.
hold of
No.
yourself, man. You aren't dreaming. Our mission, England's honour.
Holmes, did I really hear you talk about a Greek, bearded vulture, a turtle, and a philosopher all in the same sentence?
Indeed, Watson. Listen carefully. Aeschylus was an ancient Greek philosopher. He had a phobia of enclosed spaces and would never enter a building of any kind. This was as a result of the fact that it was predicted that he would die by being crushed by a roof. Do you know how Aeschylus died, Watson? His skull was smashed by a turtle that fell from the skies. We cannot escape our destiny. A turtle carries its house on its back, and its shell is its roof. But where did this turtle come from, and why did it fall exactly on the head of this poor man? Some would say that it was the divine power attached to the prophecy. There is, however, a more pragmatic explanation. The Lemergier, or bearded vulture, likes to eat the bone marrow from the cadavers of large animals. To extract the marrow, it grabs the bone in its claws and flies to a great height. Then it lets go over a rocky area where the bones smash and split open, giving it a lavish feast. Some of them have been observed in Greece behaving the same way with turtles as they normally do with bones, to get at the flesh. Aeschylus was of an advanced age at the time of his death, and his bald head would have reflected light like a smooth rock. Had he been under the shelter of a house, he would never have been hit with a turtle in the first place. I'll let you ponder the philosophical points of the matter, but coming back to our Lemergier, we'll need some bait and something with which to capture the beast.
Holmes, I will take care of finding a turtle. I'll return as soon as possible.
Really, Watson? I commend your industry and valor. That leaves
We're
me to
gonna go
find something
get
to
rid of the
trap it.
turtle.
However, Holmes,
The poor thing.
would you happen to have a few quid on you?
No, but you can make a detour via Baker Street. There must be at least 10 sovereigns hidden in our lodgings. Just a little memory exercise that I set up. At the boredom, you know.
I can tell you where to find the coin.
Where do I find Baker Street?
The west dot.
There we go. I'm like, why am I missing this? So I have to go find 10 pounds. Mm-hmm.
A sovereign. Perfect.
How many do I need to find?
10. There's one in the drawer of a
It's
desk.
the steel harpoon that pierced Black Peter, master of the sea unicorn. Terrible memories.
sovereign. Perfect.
On the other side, right there.
A sovereign. Perfect.
One more.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Should be a coin on his table. His experiment table, whatever you want to call it.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Fifth coin is near the fireplace. Where? Oh, in the
A sovereign.
under the jar.
Perfect. A sovereign. Perfect.
I got the one on the chest.
With the letterbox.
Yes.
You've got the one that was on the hooks. Go into his room and move the bust.
A
And there should
sovereign.
be
Perfect.
a coin in his drawer.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
So that's it?
One more drawer near the lamp.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Now you have all 10. Time to go buy the turtle. Oh wait, there's 11? There's one in the bookcase, right above where you took that picture.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
So he had even more money hidden away. He just claimed that there was 10. Because you probably would have picked up the first 10 and just been like, oh, you got it all.
And now you can pay for the turtle.
How much for one of these turtles?
The champion isn't within your means, chap. The loser will set you back 10 sovereigns.
How much for one of these
The champion isn't within your...
Oh, I need to hold the money.
How much for one of these turtles?
The champion isn't within your means, chap. The loser will set you back 10 sovereigns.
Click turtle 2. And now it's time to go back to the White Tower.
Meanwhile,
While you wait, Watson, I need something big with which to catch the lammergeier. It's a rather large bird.
You know where to go?
yes, there is... I need to go up. Be in the
Things.
armory because they have the net here.
This net would be perfect if it wasn't in such a pitiful state. I'll need some string to repair it.
It's fine.
Do we have anything to repair it? It says, you should have rope.
I do have string.
This string is perfect. I'll get to work while I await Watson.
Is this like one of those things you can't overlap it?
I think so.
Okay, yep.
Start from the top,
Okay.
head all the way over. Click.
I have to click each knot.
Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You'll just reset it.
Okay.
Click 2 to 1 to 5 to 4 to 9 to 10 14, 15, 16, 12, 13, 8, 7, 3, 2, 6, 5. Okay, this way, down. 10 and 11. And then we go up and then wrap back around. And it'll go to, 6 and then 7, 12, 11, and 14. Got it.
Here's your turtle, Holmes.
Watson, you impress me. This specimen will be ideal. I need to find somewhere to put it down, Watson.
This poor thing's gonna be eaten.
I know.
Stand back, Watson, as we wait for our bearded friend to descend.
I hope you'll be able to catch it on the first try, Holmes. Ginger would never forgive me.
Ginger?
Yes, the turtle.
Of course, of course.
And toss.
There's our starving friend, Watson, and the last paper.
At last. I thought we'd never succeed. Now can we head back to our lodgings and sleep for part of the day? We have until this evening.
We are heading back to Baker Street, Watson, but not to sleep. We have time for a meal, and then we must make haste to the next location that we will ascertain with the help of these messages.
But I'm done for, Holmes.
As Ashyla said, I think the slain care little if they sleep or rise again. Come, Watson, make haste.
I can no
Sherlock
longer
is just
take it,
running Watson into the
regardless
ground.
where these papers that were found on those damn birds
He
at the
has,
Tower of
like,
London lead.
Once he's on
You'll be
the trail of
going
the
without
case,
me,
he doesn't want to
Holmes.
stop.
Plus, this business
True.
cannot remain secret much longer. And Scotland Yard would like to take over the case again, and I would gladly give it to them.
You are correct, Watson. Even if Chief Warder Smith sent 2/3 of his men on holiday to minimize the risk of leaks, the authorities would be aware with very little delay that something was afoot in London, and they would want to take over the case, as you say. But Scotland Yard is once again facing a strong opponent and is up against a resounding failure. There is no question of my stepping down or even thinking of resting, not while England is being menaced by Arsène Lupin.
As you wish, Holmes. If only I had known that one day you would be giving me lessons in patriotism.
Now, try to figure out the meaning of these messages.
But how, Holmes?
They are illegible, Watson, but as Lupin seems to be a magician when the mood strikes him, it may well be a conjuring trick.
You stack them all up and... like you put them up against the light?
Elementary.
Perfect. With no hope of return, the 6 have flown. What to do? I hear your groan. I will avenge the harm against my nation. The price steep for restitution. As history proves, as sublime emperor, display on the whole world our splendor. He conquered the land from east to west. The treasures he unearthed, all were impressed. From the center of the earth they came, and 1,000-year-old, even 1,000 gains. It was called a treaty, but it was merely a plot for you to steal what was yours to take not. The name you search for is a city, that Catherine, a saint very pretty. She was the model not only for Raphael, but Scolio, Seville, and Lochner as well. England still remains the splendor, a brash display. It is any wonder. The treasure is mine for the taking. I will succeed or die trying. Covered in riddles, the object I am, after I turned a young Frenchman into a master. You thought it was one of yours, running the show, who deserved to win the prize, but no. Thus it is to our man, not your Mr. Young, to whom we say you are a champ, a lion.
Incomprehensible yet again.
Nay, Watson, this letter talks of painting amongst other things, and I bet Lupin wants to gain some time by having us strolling around London, but this time I anticipate arriving at the site of the next theft before he does. Watson, you're spent. You must rest this morning, and I'll take care of this alone. I'll come back to collect you around 11 o'clock.
He just doesn't care. He just goes straight to bed.
I must
Yeah.
find something that resembles
He's
the
just like,
description
"See ya."
given in the poem.
Something that resembles it.
You are going to head to the gallery. It's in the center.
Hello, gentlemen. Judging by the calm, our little ploy regarding the mildew has worked.
Indeed. As long as it doesn't work beyond our expectations, and we will get our visitors back when we reopen. So, have you found the Fighting Temeraire?
I must confess not, but we are making progress on the case. Farewell, gentlemen.
Could you select the poem?
I could not.
So put it in your hands, the readable letters.
That's what I was trying to do.
Do you have another clue, Mr. Holmes?
As for the investigation, I have the names of 4 artists who may have paintings on exhibit here.
I am feeling weary and out of sorts after all of the commotion, and I am not able to help you any further. The museum, however, is all yours.
Thank you.
And
Farewell,
goodbye.
gentlemen.
I was wondering why I kept popping my inventory open. I'm like, why does it keep doing that? So we need to find pictures of
4 women.
Hans Holbein the Younger died of the plague in London in 1543. His works are on loan to the museum.
So the paintings are going to be of a woman in green and red with a mix of blue.
Here's what I've been looking for.
So here's one. We got 3 people.
Look, a Lochner entitled St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Okay, so we got hers. Looks like they got some of the paintings hung back up. Nothing in here.
I think they're going to be all in Red Room, but I might be wrong.
It's probably... most likely, since I haven't found anything yet. So that was the first one. Well, this one was a turquoise.
Here's
A
what I've been
small
looking
one
for.
here.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Crivelli.
Yep, the second one.
Here's what I've been looking for.
And the only one I'm missing is the other one.
She should be wearing a blue
Here is
dress.
St. Catherine of Alexandria by Solario.
All the same person. Oh, she's on the other side.
Here's what I've been looking for. And here's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Raphael. There, I've made note of the 4 paintings indicated in Lupin's poem. I shall return to Watson and we'll put our heads together.
Head back to West and go to Baker Street.
Oh, I went to the wrong one.
Holmes has left at last. I'm worn out, but I have no choice. I must take advantage of his absence by recovering his Legion of Honor. I'll make haste to the bank and then attempt to find the crooks to whom I pawned it. There, I've been able to gather a sufficient sum of money. Now to the Golden Lion.
And let me move it first.
Couldn't pay attention.
I have a feeling that he probably
Closed.
took our medal. Yep.
Tell me, my good
Probably.
man, do you remember me? Last night I was in the next room where I pawned an object that I have come to buy back. Where can I find those concerned?
Just where do you think you are? In the Duchess's front parlour? If there ain't nobody, it's 'cause there ain't nobody, and I don't know no more than that. We don't ask questions here, we drink and shut it.
It's a scandal. You'll hear from me, mister.
Yeah, sorry, there's nothing
Yeah,
you can do.
Watson.
Nothing you can do. Where would we even go?
Why, Doctor, what lucky happenstance. Have you recovered from last night's temper?
Oh, hello there. It's lucky that I have found you here. I've collected the amount necessary to buy back the medal that I pawned yesterday. You look like someone who might know the ruffians who were holding the bookseller. Do you know where I could find them?
You aren't serious, I hope. I don't know them any better than you. Earlier in the evening, I had them round in hopes of gleaning a few morsels, but that's all. I had thought that you, like me, had bluffed, and that your trinket wasn't worth a nicker. By this time, it has certainly been melted and sold as bullion. At best, it's still in the window of a pawnbroker's.
What are you telling me? You're going to tell me where I can find these rogues and the medal. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in the thick of it, because I've got friends in high places. I do.
Why, Doctor, you're acting like a common thug. I, who have done everything possible for you.
You must excuse me. I do apologize. How could you know? I seem to have lost my usual aplomb. This case is dragging on, and to top it all off, I have lost my friend's medal.
Don't worry, I've seen worse. As for your head, it's sleep that you need. Your ideas will be much sharper after a rest.
Impossible. My friend will be returning any moment, and then we'll end up I don't know where in London in order to stop... but I've said too much. The men who have the medal, is there any way to find them?
No.
Maybe,
Tell me
but
more.
I'll have to call in a few favours,
Tell me
and
everything,
that takes
because
time
I want
and
to
money.
know all
I have
this
100
information.
guineas.
Yep.
Will that suffice?
That should do the trick, but I can't guarantee anything. In any case, I'll do all that I can, I promise you, to help retrieve the medal.
Thank you very much.
I'll get to it immediately, but don't forget that you owe me one, or 3, rather.
We'll owe you 3 inside scoops after we finish what we're doing.
Yeah.
Ah, Watson, I thought I'd be dragging you out of bed.
I was summoned to visit a patient.
Obviously a hypochondriac.
Eh? Yes. How did you know?
Otherwise, you would have taken your medical bag along.
Ah, yes. By Jove, you are clever.
As for the case at hand, which must be our priority, we must find to
He
which
just
treaty
lies
is referred
straight
in
to
the latest
him,
message
just
from
like,
Lupin.
oh, it
That
doesn't
just came from the National
matter.
Gallery,
It's fine.
and I think we
don't
have
need to
all
worry
of the
about
elements necessary to formulate an answer. What do you think, Watson?
Alexandria. Alexandria.
The Treaty of Alexandria. Exactly, Watson.
Would it not be the one following our victory over Napoleon Bonaparte?
Undoubtedly, Watson, but we need details. I'll go see Barnes. His store wasn't open when I arrived, but it should be now. Rest for a while, and I'll be back soon.
With pleasure, Holmes.
Oh, now we get to play as Sherlock.
Time to go to Barnes.
Barnes, do you have anything for us that we would need?
Oh, hello, Mr. Holmes. What can I do for you?
Good day, Barnes. I'm looking for a book that deals with English victories and the subsequent treaties, the Treaty of Alexandria in particular.
You'll have to excuse me, but I am already run off my feet this morning as I need to relabel some of the books. I'll leave you to look for yourself. There must be something in the history shelf near the back.
It's like he almost fears
Not
Sherlock.
there. It's gonna be in
Probably
that
over
center
there.
section right there.
Okay, symbol of the English superiority over this part of the African continent.
Not the right one.
No, it's the Alexandria.
I found it, Barnes. I'll take it.
Fine, Mr. Holmes. You'll settle up later? You see, it's quite a rare book. Quite dear, too.
He's trying to scam us.
I found it, Barnes. I'll take it.
Fine, Mr. Holmes. You'll settle up later? You see, it's quite a rare...
Okay, so I can just leave. And we just go back? Oh, we have a constable.
Day, Mr. Holmes.
Good day, Ruffles.
I've got a message for you, I have. Direct from the yard. I'm supposed to bring you to Inspector Lestrade quick as can be. There's going to be a right important meeting, there is. The PM himself will be there.
For once, Lestrade is ahead of the game. Listen, Ruffles, in order to save some precious time, will you bring a message to the inspector? Tell him to meet me here with as much of the force as he can muster, but he must be discreet. Do you understand?
Right, Mr. Holmes. I'll be off, I will.
Thank you. Let's head to Baker Street.
Let's head to Baker Street. We're already here. And so what do we do after that? Because, like, you already have the message. It says go into the homes. You should hear Watson sleeping.
Up, Watson. It's
has
time.
nightmares.
The wave. No! It will engulf me! The tentacles! Ah!
He still has nightmares about the previous case. That doesn't surprise
Come,
me.
my friend. That's all finished and behind us. Compose yourself. We have an appointment in half an hour with the Prime Minister.
Watson has some
I'm
pretty
still
serious
dreaming.
PTSD
The
that
Prime Minister.
Sherlock does not take seriously. I think he only takes it seriously in the remastered version. True. Go to the British Museum. That's the next step. British Museum, that's on, west, huh? Center. Oh, center. Oops.
Here's our next destination, Watson. The British Museum. Come on now, make haste. We're ahead of the game at the moment, and we want to remain that way. How do you do, Prime Minister? Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, despite the intelligence and the perspicacity far above the norm that all of England is bestowing you, I assure you that you are 1,000 leagues from imagining to what point I am, let's say, annoyed. Inspector Lestrade here will only give one answer to all of my questions. Ask Sherlock Holmes. So,
He
Mr.
just doesn't want to answer anything. Yep.
Where are we?
A few days ago, July 14th to be exact, we received a letter from the ubiquitous Arsène Lupin. It is here for your perusal.
Is this in earnest?
The facts concur. We are in our third day, and he has honoured all of his engagements to date.
Even in recent history, this type of preposterousness would have led to war, do you know? Well, Mr. Holmes, all of this is too grievous to be left in the hands of an unofficial detective, no matter what his talents are.
Excuse
From
us,
here
the
on,
insult.
you will be working with Inspector Lestrade. You will be under his authority, and he will report to my cabinet. I am going to call a council of war, and I
That's a
want
little
you to
much.
know that no
Sheesh.
matter who you are, all contact with the press is categorically forbidden and will be punished in exemplary fashion. Gentlemen,
Watson, you
these
better keep your mouth
damn
shut since you seem to
French,
have one.
I should send in the fleet.
My dear Lestrade, time is pressing. I don't see anyone here about. Is the museum closed?
No, but as there is work underway, and most of the galleries are closed, there isn't a crowd.
That's fortunate. Lestrade, listen well. Clear the museum of all visitors and workmen, block the entrance, and post some men around the building. No one is allowed to enter the British Museum from this point on. As for us, Watson, let us assure ourselves that Lupin's next target is still within these walls.
Wait, I have a map of the British Museum that the guard gave me. It could be of some use.